Hey guys, welcome back. So I am here at Redondo Beach working on a new project. This is a bunch of piles. This is the second pile that I have here. I already did one load in the truck. As you can see, it's pretty clean here for most of it. Cleaned this nice and trimmed it. Got a circle right there so I can keep watering it because it's been a while since it's been watered. Dug that out because that was buried, so that's important in case the water shuts off. You can get to it very easily. And right now I'm just working on this bamboo. Bamboo is similar to a family, the crabgrass family. You can see how it grows similar in the ground like this, and then it just does random pop outs like this that just pop out of your yard if you don't have some kind of a barrier, you know, in between where you don't want it to go and where you want to keep it. So if you're using this kind of bamboo, which is the traditional kind, king bamboo won't do this. It's not as evasive as this stuff. Yeah, I mean, you could see here, you got a piece right here, and it's very easy to cut with a shovel. You don't need really clippers, you can just hit it with a shovel. So here again is the pile of bamboo. I've been cutting this out. It goes away pretty quick if you do it properly. A couple tips. Fastest way to do it is to use some of these or use a Sawzall. And just go to the bottom. You can see the bamboo, it starts to spread right here. See how it comes out on the sides? We'll cut it below that, and then all you have is a stump sticking out. And do that to about 2 feet. Give yourself about 2 feet. And then you're gonna use the pick and go underneath and just hit it with the pick on the sides to get it out of there. You're gonna have to dig out the whole section to make sure you get all the roots, otherwise it's going to grow back. So it also helps is because you want to hit the stumps sticking out that you had cut off with the pick, is to go ahead and rake these leaves out, just in case there's any snakes, mice. You'll have things living in here, lizards, and you know, obviously you don't want to get bit or anything like that. So it's always good to kind of rake this clear. Oh, looks like this is the sewer. Oh, gas line. Glad I found that. I'm gonna poke a hole in that. And then, yeah, and then it makes it a lot easier to just go under there with a pick and hit that out. So guys, look how clean that is. You can actually see the soil, which will make it a lot easier to fertilize, put down the drip system, because you can see the spot I didn't get right there, which is still full of leaves, and this is full. You can see right there. So what I'm using is a shop vac. It's a 12-gallon, and it also sucks up water, which is great too. So, but you can see how clean it is right there. You can see there, and then over here. Boom. So it takes quite a bit of time. I mean, there is a lot. I mean, I'm going way up here. This is like 5 feet up in some areas. The leaves have just really accumulated. So right here, you know, I could see this is about 2 feet of leaves just piled right there. So, and this is a good 40 feet of bamboo. So here you can see what has not been done yet, and then what has been. Huge difference. And imagine the lights coming up, you know, from below, which is and then running the drip system through there. This is a huge pile. I'm gonna have to thin that out. As I start getting the leaves out, I can start seeing dead branches, so I just pull those out, and then it makes it thinner and nice and clean like that over there. So clean. I'm gonna put in some drip system and low voltage lighting, and then fill it with some nice about 1-inch rocks. It'll make it a little easier to maintain, vacuum out these leaves with it being much thinner like this instead of it being like that. You can see it's there's a lot of dead stuff in there. Now what I did, and this would help out if you do this yourself, is use straps. I use straps for my truck just to separate it in groups of the parts that are done, and also it allows me to get up in there inside here and really get down and dirty. It's nice. It's about 85-90 degrees, so being in the shade is real nice right now. But as you can see, it's very thick. It can be intimidating, but you know, just keep at it. I do probably a foot every hour. It really depends on how you know, much is going to be in there. But yeah, I just, so you can see I trim. There's some brown dead ones that were on the good ones, and I trim those off as well. And then I also look up at the top. See, there's actually one right there I need to cut off. But I'm using this Sawzall and just some clippers to clip these off. I got another one right here. Get this real quick. And then, now, to figure out which one of these you want, you know, I obviously, you know, move them around, pull them apart so that they're straight. If there's any bamboo pieces that are shooting off to a different angle, I'll cut those off, get rid of those, because they're just going to be in the way. So I like them to grow as straight as possible. Then I also separate them and look up at the top. If they look like they're kind of dead, that will be the one that goes. It's a pretty cool picture right there. Bamboo from up high. But yeah, I love bamboo, but you just got to maintain it properly. Keep it nice and clean. So I'm using the shop vac to vacuum out the leaves. I vacuum out the leaves, and then it allows me to see which stems I'm going to be cutting off down below. And then I'll use the Sawzall or the clippers to cut them off, and then pull them out, and then just keep going from there. Well, I am on day 3 at the Redondo beach job. As you can see, how much leaves and dead stuff is in here. I mean, this is 5 feet high, the leaves, so, you know, and then I gotta filter through here and get all this dead stuff. And some of these branches that are green, they actually have no leaves on them, so I just cut them off because they're no good at the moment. So you can see here there's a huge pile right there. All the leaves, and as the garbage man's been coming every Tuesday, I've been throwing, you know, filling up the 2 dumpsters with the leaves, but I'm pulling out so much leaves, it's just the dumpster's just not enough. And then this is the part I've all done. So look how clean that is. We're gonna put some nice rocks in there, drip system, so you can see all the way down there. Really cool. So what a huge difference. So I finished stage 1, which was thinning out the bamboo. As you can see, it's nicely thinned out. I used the all-purpose Miracle-Gro bags to put in here to add some fertilizer and some fresh soil. Now, thinning these out it took me about 5 days for 28 feet, and this is about 5 feet deep. Going through here once a month is ideal. What you want to do is you want to thin these out enough to where you can actually, not real easy, but if you just pull some of this stuff out of the way, see, you can just walk through here, and it'll be a lot easier to vacuum out old dead leaves. It'll be a lot easier to work on the drip system, lighting, and you know, if you see any new roots coming up, you just go ahead and clip those off. you know, like this one right here, this little teeny one, clip that off, because you don't want it too thick on the inside, so it'll be harder to maintain. So just keep it nice and thin. I can walk all the way down here with a bag in my hand as I just kind of pull this stuff out of the way. So, and then the top is, you know, I got all the dead stuff off the top, sucked up any spiders. So that is what you want to do for that. So the next step is using a border. Now I'm using a border that's going to run all the way from here all the way down. You can see the orange line, and it's going to be this plastic. I got this at a Landscape Products irrigation store. This side directs roots, so the roots will be facing this, and this is the top right here, and you can see another one just slides right into it. So this one is 12 inches. They do have them deeper for trees, and they do have it, I think they also have a 6-inch. So most of the roots on bamboo stay within the 6-inch range, so this 1 foot is perfect. I'll have about this will be the dirt level right here, will be right there, and then the rest of this will be the mulch or rock or whatever is decided to put. So you want this part to stick up, because for bamboo, you know, they're kind of like crabgrass. Their weeds will kind of grow, or their roots will kind of grow on the top. This is a great product, and I would highly recommend this. As you can see, it just kind of, you know, it'll just clip in together just like that, and it'll make a nice wall. So this one's actually upside down. It'll go in like this. And you can use that. It's good to use for bamboo, ficus trees, willow trees. You know, it'll keep roots from going underneath your cement walkways in your underneath your house, you know, things like that. So this is a good product to use. And I am using a jackhammer. It's the medium-sized jackhammer, not the largest one that they have at Home Depot, with a flat spade shovel, and it cuts through the roots of these bamboo pretty well. So I'm able to just cut a line right there, and then go back about 6 inches and cut another line and make a nice straight pattern right there. What's also cool about this product, guys, is that you can also do 45 or a 90 degree. So this piece on the end here, you can connect it here, you can connect it here, connect it there so you can make a square. See this piece? I don't have another piece to show you, but see, I can actually go like this and slide this into there and go that way, so it would completely close the whole area, which is what I'm going to do down there by the street. Because by the street, there's about 6 inches over here on the sidewalk, and I'm going to have to square this off and then go that way, so I don't end up with bamboo like this one right here that's sticking out. So there is the border right there. Goes all the way down the end. So what I'm going to work on now, I rented the jackhammer again. This is a smaller jackhammer, so it's lighter in weight. I think it's 15 pounds. But it's got a spade on the end, which makes it kind of like a shovel. And as you can see here, I'm just digging it out about 4 inches deep. I'm going to be throwing this away because I don't want any of these roots. You need the roots from the weeds. And then you can see here, look, bamboo just pops up out of nowhere. You can see the roots right here on top. Again, the roots for bamboo is not deep, but I don't want any of this stuff coming back. So I'm going to be digging all of this out, like this right here, trash. So probably going to be renting I'm getting a price from a small U-Haul company. He does some hauling for me, but usually when it's heavy stuff like this, they charge too much, so I have to rent one of those big blue dumpsters and get them delivered. But my goal is to have all this cut out today. I could use a rototiller, but a rototiller doesn't always dig well. It's also going to do like this right here, the crabgrass. What it'll do is it'll just mix it up in the dirt that's already there, so it makes it much harder to get it out with the rototiller. Same with this stuff right here. The old grass has this netting in it. It'll get caught up in the rototiller, then you'll be spending like an hour plus trying to get that stuff out of the rototiller, because they do charge if you come back with the rototiller and all that crap stuck on it. As you can see here, the roots are all through here. I just lift this whole thing up, and that's the roots from the bamboo. Alright, so that took 2 days. Did a half a day yesterday and a couple hours today. So I guess it was one full day. But yeah, you can see I ripped all this up with a jackhammer. All the roots, you know, get them all out there. So I'm having some guys in a couple hours come and haul this stuff away. I got the lights poked out over there. And then I have to dig out anywhere else I see the bamboo. So I'm gonna dig all this out, and then out there by the street. Today I have 2,500 pounds of soil. So one thing I love about this job is the exercise, just being able to sweat and be able to work hard, and you know, it is a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it. You know, the outcome of, you know, if you're doing a good job, be able to see it afterwards, all finished. But something I like to do, you know, when it comes to shoveling or using a pick is, you know, doing it differently, using your left hand instead of your right hand, and you know, strengthening different parts of your muscle. You know, when I shovel, sometimes I like to shovel like this. You know, it helps out the forearms. You tighten your shoulders right here in the back, tighten these up high, and you just shovel like that. It gives it a little bit of extra. You can feel it start to burn. And then when you feel it start to burn, you switch it up, you know. Go like this, but don't keep your wrist like this. Keep your wrist tight like this, and then that'll keep the biceps nice and tight. Pretty noisy. Noisy. I'm going to be doing a gray silver flagstone walkway around this raindrop island. There's going to be plants in the middle of the island, and then you can see there's a drought tolerant tree which gets some yellow flowers on it. We have the bamboo that I had thinned out last week. It has the drip and the lighting installed in it. And then if you walk around here, we're going to have two water features, one there and one there. Both are going to be pondless, so the water is going to drain right into the rocks. That the basin is going to be inside the ground. And then we have the two strawberry trees, which get some beautiful pink and white flowers, and then some edible round berries that you can eat. Thank you for watching, guys.